What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Demonic, and I'm back with another banger. In this video, I'm going to show you guys what my 6'3" point guard build can do in the rec randoms. I've already dropped a video of some highlights of what this build can do, along with the build tutorial video. I'll leave a link to both those videos in the description. Just in case you haven't seen my build tutorial video, I'm going to go ahead and walk through the build real quick. Now, before we jump into a game of rec randoms, I'm going to jump into my attributes really quick and we're going to talk about a few things. There is absolutely nothing that I would change about this build. The build gets an 89 driving dunk for contact dunks. The build has an 89 mid-range, along with an 83 3-ball to get that bronze limitless badge. Now, some people would say, why didn't you go with that 89 3-ball to get silver limitless and leave your mid-range low? And that's because that's just not the type of player that I am. I like to shoot the mid-range fadeaways, especially after I'm attacking the rim a few times, and I know people are going to help. It's an easy bailout to go to, and the mid-range is a lot easier than the 3, especially this year. Not only that, with my build, I wanted to make sure I had that 94 steal, so I can use my first cap breaker to get that 99 steal, and with this 6'3", I have a max wingspan. And that's going to help tremendously with playing lanes and even helping get blocks with that 68 block, along with helping get contest with that 70 interior defense when people are trying to baby you in the rec randoms. The previous build that I created had a 60 offensive rebound for bronze rebound chaser along with an 80 agility. But the build only had a 50 interior defense, and I noticed people were just shooting over me like nothing. And I've noticed a huge difference with that 70 interior defense compared to that 50. And I don't notice really any difference at all with the 76 agility compared to the 80. The build also has an 85 strength to get gold immovable enforcer, making this build a two-way demon. Combined with that 85 perimeter defense and that 68 block, we're definitely going to be able to get some stops. And the build does not lack in playmaking at all. We have an 89 passing accuracy to get that Tyrese Halliburton pass package, and if you'd like, you could utilize your first cap breaker to get that 93 ball handle to get Hall of Fame ankle assassin. And to go along with that, we have a 91 speed with ball to get Hall of Fame lightning launch. Now, before we go into a game of rec randoms, I am going to show you guys my badges really quick, just in case you're wondering. I am using my tier 1 badge perk on lightning launch to get this on legend. And I'm telling you guys, I noticed a huge difference from Hall of Fame to legend on lightning launch. I highly recommend, if you're a guard, you go for this badge. I've also tested out legend interceptor on this build, and all I'm going to say is there is no doubt in my mind, once I get my first cap breaker, I'm utilizing it on my steal. That's also going to boost my glove badge from gold to legend, and to me, gold doesn't really feel that powerful, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how well it works on legend. I'm also utilizing my tier 2 badge on high flying denier to get that on silver. You could also utilize this on a movable enforcer to get it on Hall of Fame. Now, you're not going to be getting blocks against people that have an 89 driving dunk attacking the rim every time, but this is going to give your build the ability to help you get some stops. Now, you guys can see my badges. I went with that 89 mid-range to get that gold set shot specialist, extremely important. That 85 strength is also going to give you Hall of Fame strong handle. As you can see, I only have this on gold right now. Now, my build only has silver unpluckable right now, but I do not get plucked nearly as much as I see people with a high ball handle and a low strength. In my opinion, this is a key badge to have as a guard. A lot of you guys made these point guard builds with low strength, and I'm telling you, you're gonna regret it later on in the year. There's a reason these badges are in the game. I've been using the Make It Rain Takeover. It's gonna give me +7 to my speed, my 3-pointer, and my mid-range. Like I said earlier, I like to utilize that mid-range, so this is gonna help with that and my 3-pointer. And I feel like the speed is going to help me get to my defender on the defensive end and help me play those lanes. I was using the 3-and-D takeover before that, which boosts your perimeter defense, your agility, and your 3-point shot. Now, the reason I changed this is because the agility boost, like I said, I don't really feel much of a difference. And the perimeter defense boost is probably good, but in my opinion, it's more important to have that speed boost to get to your defender faster, and then you have your 85 perimeter to go ahead and get a contest. Let me know in the comments if you have any recommendations on any other takeovers to try out. Now, as you guys can see, we're going into the game of rec randoms, and we got a decent squad. But as you can see, the team we're matched up against, they're looking pretty good too. My matchup averages 16 points per game. As you can see, I'm averaging about 19 with 7 assists. Now, I should probably be averaging more, but I play with rec randoms every single game, and it can get really frustrating. And I'm not gonna lie, there's been a couple of games that I've had to quit out just because my teammates are so bad. And if you play rec randoms every single game, I'm sure you probably understand. Now, I am gonna skip through a lot of this gameplay just to keep this video shorter, but I promise I'm not skipping through any clips of me getting cooked or anything like that. I am gonna show a couple of clips where my matchup does score on me, but as you can see right here, they try me right off the bat because I'm 6'3". But with that 70 interior defense and that max wingspan, like I said, you're gonna get some stops. Now, if you were paying attention, I created this build at the shooting guard position on purpose. Like I said, I don't have that 92 ball handle, so I thought it was a little bit important to maybe have another ball handler on the team, just in case I wasn't able to create for myself. Now, check this out. On this possession, I hit the center in the corner. I'm always looking to hit the big man, especially if they can shoot. This is extremely important for me because I love utilizing my Legend Lightning Launch badge to speed boost and get right to the rim and dunk it. A lot of times I'm able to get right by my defender just like I did right there. Unfortunately, the shooting guard's sitting in the paint, so I'm not able to get a bucket. Now, the score was 2-11, and if you're paying attention, they were starting to make a little bit of a comeback. Fortunately, we were able to get a fast break bucket right there with the and one. This guy with the green hair was really cooking it up, I'm not gonna lie. He gets a nasty 3 from deep right there. So in my mind, I'm thinking we need to get that 3 back. The game's getting a little bit close. Unfortunately, the point guard's doing too much dribbling, so I create for myself with this step back, but unfortunately I break it. I'm definitely not perfect. I don't make every single shot, which is another reason I'm utilizing that takeover to help me with shooting this year. I do like to think that I'm pretty good at this game, but I know that I'm not the best, which is why in my mind it's really important for me to have a really good build, because I don't want to have any disadvantage when I'm playing against some people that are good at the game. Now, the most important thing is that you have fun, but you're not going to have fun if your build isn't good. Now check this out. Everyone's always reaching, reach. I'm able to just drive by and dunk it every single time with this build. A lot of these guards don't have any interior defense on their build, so they rely on reaching once again to get some stops, which is another reason I really wanted to have that 91 speed with ball on this build. Instead of sitting there dribble, I just want to drive to the rim and dunk it. I'm not going to sit there and dribble in front of someone with a 99 steal every single game and get plucked. Now, of course, I would love to have both the 93 ball handle along with the 91 speed with ball. Now, I could utilize my first cap breaker to get that 93 ball handle if I want to, but I don't really feel like I need it. As my matchup gets right by me and I'm jumping, he's able to knock down a 3 in the corner, but it's all good. But like I was saying, I feel like I'd rather have that 99 steal. Let me know in the comments, if this was your decision to make, what would you upgrade first? Now, if I made this build as a true point guard build to play at the 1, I probably would upgrade the ball handle. But like I said, I put myself at shooting guard, and this puts me at the 2 and sometimes at 3. So therefore, I don't really need to have it in my opinion. I've already tested out Legend Interceptor, and I think it's a really good badge. Especially playing at the 2 and the 3, I do get put at the 1 sometimes, but playing at the 2 and the 3 mostly, it's going to help me with being able to play those lanes. I have a 6'11" wingspan. That's almost a 7-foot wingspan on a 6'3" build. With Legend Interceptor, it's going to be extremely toxic. I'm telling you, I've already tried this out, and for me, I notice a huge difference on Legend from Hall of Fame. I see a lot of people who will complain about not getting specific lane steals and wonder why when they make a small point guard with a really small wingspan to get a high 3-ball rating. And you're not able to get those lane steals as well when you don't have a long wingspan to play the lanes. Anybody who plays as a lockdown defender definitely knows whenever you're playing defense and you're wanting to get lane steals, you're going to want to have a long wingspan. I feel like this is one of the things that separates my point guard build from a lot of other people's point guard builds. Most people are going to make their point guards with a 94 3 ball to get gold limitless, which I completely understand. It definitely pays off, especially when you have a squad. But another thing you have to think about, if you would like with this build, if you really want to be able to shoot from deep and be able to play as a two-way defender with that max wingspan, you could put your badge perk instead of lightning launch on limitless to get it on silver, and then you'd be able to shoot from the hash for sure pretty easily. And also with the takeover that I use on this build, I get a +7 to my 3 ball, so whenever my takeover is maxed, I have a 93 ball. And with takeover, I am able to shoot from deep. I don't have the luxury of playing with a squad, so I don't have a lockdown defender. So I want to be able to get stops just like that from time to time, at least whenever I'm playing with randoms and I don't have somebody to switch me and guard my man, as I'm able to create a wide open shot for the power forward at the top of the key. Fortunately, our big man gets the rebound. But these are some of the things that you have to think about when you create a build for yourself. If you're somebody who plays with rec randoms because you don't have a squad, like some of these YouTubers that you might watch that have some of the best players in the world surrounding them, you can't just create their build and expect the same result. Which is exactly why I create my own build to fit my playstyle. Since I play rec randoms, I always want my build to be as versatile as possible. I want to be able to shoot, I want to be able to attack the rim, I definitely want to be able to pass the ball. I also want my build to have good defense. And for what my build lacks in defense, it definitely makes up on the offensive end. There's only been a couple of games where I've been matched up against maybe somebody who's 6'8" and the center on their team can shoot, so they're not able to rotate and help, and they're able to score on me pretty easily because I'm 6'3". But for the most part, I don't really have that many problems with it. As you can see right here, I go to that mid-range dribble pull-up, one of my favorite go-tos in this game this year. Now, one thing I haven't talked about too much, but the 89 passing accuracy on this build is extremely important. So whenever I drive and someone helps because they can't keep up with me, I'm always able to hit the open man to create our team open threes. Now, as you can see, I only have 5 assists in this game, but I also wasn't running the point guard position the whole game. And as you guys know, a lot of people struggle to shoot this year, especially with rec randoms. So sometimes when I hit my teammates, they just weren't knocking them down. But I have had games where I'm put at the point guard position and I'm able to create 15 to 20 assists for my teammates pretty easily. I've thought about dropping a video on how I create for my teammates already. I might be doing something like that in the future. If it's something you're interested in seeing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the post notifications. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so I'd really appreciate it if you hit that button. At the very least, please hit the like button on this video, especially if you like the build or if you like the gameplay. I really appreciate any support that I can get. If you're following my channel already, you know I've already created a 7'1" center along with a 6'10" build as well. And out of all 3 builds, this is 100% my favorite. There's absolutely nothing that I would change about this build. In my opinion, for me and my playstyle, it works perfect. So most of my videos going forward are going to be based off of this build. I will play on my 7'1" center from time to time. I know a lot of you guys like that. The build can potentially get a 99 standing dunk, a 99 passing accuracy, along with a 99 defensive rebound. If I unlock all 3 cap breakers, which I do plan on doing, I am about to hit starter 3. So if that's something you want to see in the future as well, like I said, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Demonics out.